On September 6, 2018, the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation suddenly closed the National Solar Observatory in New Mexico for unexpected security reasons. Even the surrounding areas and post offices were closed, and all observatory staff were evacuated because of involving national security. Otero County Sheriff Benny House in New Mexico also confirmed the FBI's blockade. He also pointed out he received a call from the staff of the observatory on the morning of September 6, saying that the Bureau of Investigation crew had entered the NSO, and even asked them to evacuate without explaining why. When he arrived at the scene, he saw a Black Hawk helicopter landing and a number of FBI agents around the antenna and on the observatory tower, many carrying what looked like antennas. A later statement from the Association of Universities for Research in Astronomy, paraphrasing this action of FBI, said due to security concerns, temporarily evacuate staff without giving further details. After this incident came to light, the public questioned the FBI was concealing the truth, and some residents even pointed out, in New Mexico, a UFO crashed in Roswell in 1947, and the location is only about 200 kilometers away from the blocked observatory. What happened here that made the FBI so nervous? Does this matter have anything to do with aliens? The National Solar Observatory is an observatory dedicated to solar observation under the National Optical Astronomy Observatory, and it is the largest solar telescope in the world. A spokesman for the local U.S. Postal Service told ABC7 television station, "We were informed on September 6 that we and the surrounding area were to be evacuated, but were not told why." He also said that they were only told to leave the area, until they were allowed to return. The NSO was locked down from September 6 until September 17. What happened during this period of lockdown? What's even more bizarre is that aerospace experts have confirmed that not only the NSO in New Mexico was shut down, but also all 6 other observatories that observe the sun, including Australia, Pennsylvania, Spain, Chile, and 2 in Hawaii. However, the nearby Apache Point Observatory in New Mexico, which does not observe the sun, was not blocked. What compelled the FBI and the National Security Agency to shut down as many as 6 solar observatories around the world, perhaps related to the following events. 2 consecutive moon transits. On September 9, 2018, the third day after the blockade, NASA announced on its official website that the Solar Dynamics Observatory had recorded 2 astronomical phenomena of moon transit. The first lunar transit lasted an hour, from 1630 to 1730 EDT, and blocked 92% of the sun, NASA said. The second transit, which occurred a few hours later at 21:52, lasted 49 minutes and ended at 22:41 EDT, covering only 34% of the sun. But some people wonder why there are 2 transits of the moon. NASA explains that because the moon passes in front of the sun, a transit occurs when a body passes between a larger body and its observer. The moon itself does not change direction, but rather the SDO observing satellite catches up with the moon in orbit. But if you've seen the video, NASA's explanation seems far-fetched. The SDO footage shows the moon appearing to go down, then briefly change direction and go up again across the sun. Of course the real moon can't change direction, but it did from the perspective of SDO. This moon briefly changed direction and crossed the sun again within a few hours, so many people wonder what the so-called moon is. Apparently UFO researchers and conspiracy theorists around the world refuse to believe NASA's official response, convinced that it was evidence that SDO had captured an UFO with planetary scale. A group of UFOs photographed near the sun. September 11, 2018, 5 days after the lockdown. A famous UFO enthusiast named Gina Maria Colvin Hill on Facebook photographed large, disc-shaped UFOs on the side of the sun several times while the observatory was closed, along with many smaller UFOs. Hill wrote in a Facebook post said, 8:02 a.m. September 12, 2018, after I photographed the sun in the eastern sky this morning, a green disk object sits in the center of the vortex, surrounded by a large number of small spaceships. Hill's first live broadcast on Facebook was when she found an anomaly on the 9th. At that time, some netizens believed that this anomaly was related to the FBI's closure of the Solar Observatory. Since the 11th, she has been live streaming and sharing related articles for several days. At around 1 p.m. on the 15th, she found more and more spacecraft of different sizes heading towards the sun. In the live stream, many netizens left comments. Some netizens questioned whether it was a meteor. But many more netizens expressed surprise. Some thought it was scary because the number was more than before, and some even thought the spacecraft were using the sun to get the energy they needed. NASA has photographed UFOs near the sun many times. Because the sun's activity has a direct impact on the Earth's environment, scientists have been observing the surface of the sun through the Solar Dynamics Observatory continuously. Since late 2009, NASA has photographed dozens of planet-sized unidentified flying objects near the sun, sometimes even numbering in the thousands. However, mysterious UFO sightings near the sun have been reported in recent years, although most sightings have been interpreted as solar prominences. But in 2012, the appearance of a large UFO on the surface of the sun caused lots of people's attention and never received any official explanation, because the size of that UFO is too large to compare with a planet. This video was released by NASA's Solar Observatory satellite. The spherical UFO can still be seen sucking something from the surface of the sun. According to the timing of the video, the whole process lasted for several hours, and the mysterious UFO came very close to the sun's surface. After a few hours, it quickly moved away. When zoom in the image, you can see this circular area is not the result of any prominence eruption. It's clear there was indeed a massive object around the sun, and the diameter of that UFO is larger than any planet in our solar system. If it is a spaceship from extraterrestrial civilization, then its technological level is far beyond human civilization. So where do these mysterious UFOs come from? As early as last century, scientists proposed that human beings are not the only intelligent life in the universe, and there is a higher civilization far beyond human beings in the Milky Way. Limited by the outer space that can be observed at present, scientists have not found a second planet with life, but the solar system may have been discovered by other extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way. Till today, we still don't know what these mysterious UFO sightings around the sun are, but with the development of technology, these mysteries will be solved. Do you think these giant UFOs are extraterrestrial spacecraft? Is the FBI blocking observatories with solar telescopes only for security reasons? Feel free to leave your comments.